regional season here.
Absolutely do. And if we do want to discuss that NRG game, there's a lot to take away from that in at least the form conversation. For now, we'll focus on what's in front of us with Paper Rex starting out on the attacking side. Of course, that then means Fnatic going to be having to hold back on these sites. And you're right, they do have a great deal of reps. And again, some specialists here too, taking some of the very few wins against certain teams who made this very much a home in EMEA. For now, though, Paper Rex looking like they want to end towards C, testing a little towards B, but the end goal looks like that C site. But there are already 2 players here. And Forsaken has to be cautious on the way in. Leo waiting patiently, as is supposed to. Contact's made.
Does actually slip away here, but tagged down to 6 HP. Leo's going to give up a lot of space as well. CGRS to retrieve potentially both bits of utility there. Hesitant on the second, but Fnatic, I was going to say, might get a shot at a kill here, but Chronicle not able to pin one down.
No, felt so close to it, but it looks like Paper Rex actually want to swing CT. Not necessarily a bad idea. That pain shell going to send them scattering. Does a lot of chip damage. But where's that next layer of pressure? Fnatic not quite working in perfect unison yet. It's going to give opportunities to Paper Rex. Still hold this down. You're still seeing 2 standing. That one's going to hurt, though. Durka posts it to the pocket. Oh, that's not a bad shot. Back though, 1v1. Durka. Oh, there he is. Welcome to the stage, Durka.
Able to take so much space, and I said CGRS actually sets in motion this push into spawn. Forcefully divide, just can't find it. Also opt for that typical Marshall buy and spread the funds a little bit.
It did seem to become common practice when we saw them throughout that regular season. But now they're going to note the orb has disappeared over towards B. But it's just going to be Paper Rex taking that tour. Do what they can with this.
I'm curious as well, we've seen 2 new setups so far in the first 2 rounds. Again, haven't seen that pistol round setup from Fnatic previously. And here, Chronicle's actually committed towards the C site with Alpha. I don't know if this is just because this is a very, very heavily invested round 2. Maybe a different setup shown here by Fnatic. Conceded a lot of space outside A as well. You can see the spam coming through from Durka and Leo, but no real damage. Forsaken down to 66 HP.
That's a nice bit of info, though, for Durka there. The jump spot should reveal potentially 1 or 2 players. Not sure if it was the same player he saw, but that's enough to indicate that this is maybe worth pulling the additional player over. Yeah, Leo now going to start feeling that scrutiny. Sight under contest. Yeah, Leo comfy on this. No one able to really close that gap here. Paper Rex desperate for an opportunity. Durka's farming. He's got a showstopper ready. Yeah, beautiful from Fnatic.
Very comfortably throughout the season. But already here, seeing some changes in the setups from Fnatic.
There were gaps in Fnatic's approach, but obviously we're just being very critical of one of the best teams there. We have to be, right? It's you got to look at it bigger picture. So nice to see during that downtime between regular play and here in Tokyo, they've definitely come up with some new bits and pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Even seeing changes here in a 9-1 record this year on this map. That's what we know Fnatic for. Another setup variation here once again as well. Alpha, a little bit of utility here to help Leo and Closter on this hold, but save. CGRS actually can't find the first. Jing will find it with a paint shell, though.
Yeah, so much invested just to clear Boaster. Alpha's here as well. Leo's sit towards CT, so I think Alpha's going to dip away from this, give up the space, maybe allow them to get that plant here. Actually, get the spike and back away.
Jing actually swiped the spike there.
Very nice.
Able to peel away from this. Will leave Mindfreak posted up, but Forsaken has found so much space on the other side of the map.
I wonder how diligent Fnatic can re-clear this area. Obviously, there's a problem, right? Forsaken's position is brutal. Mindfreak still going to try and sell that they've got that end goal on C, which does draw a player back, but Leo's got his eyes set elsewhere.
Going towards B.
30 seconds
they haven't gone entry yet, though. There's still utility in the way. Forsaken does very well to find Leo, but this is still a non-starter. Durka's going to take down Forsaken, and they still haven't made it in towards that B site. Alpha's got this on lockdown. They haven't made it through at all, so they look back towards C. And now they're down to 15 seconds. They've got to make this one stick. Chronicle's gotten close, but the flash will force him away. 10 seconds now. If they deny the plant, that's where it could get problematic. They haven't. So with 5 seconds, wait. Okay, denied, hold on.
He's got it.
Has he got that down in time? I think he's just about, yes he has. Durka though! He's got him right back. Beautiful work from Durka. Divine out. 1v2. Alpha's position will be considered. Flash in 1 second. What can he do with this? Not an easy situation. Spots it, loses it.
Towards A site. Very, very strange. because he's here for so long. Again, they know that Alpha potentially started towards C, and again, you've got to argue that the assumption's there that his utility is still set up towards...
We're in round 3, and I'm pretty sure Durka is 10-0. That's the start, though. Jing flies in, takes away Chronicle. So that does open up an avenue towards C if they want to lean into it early. But there's space being taken elsewhere. Instantaneous answer back from Durka, taking the space away from Forsaken. And look towards B. 3-play stack. Fnatic still controlling so much space in this map, even after conceding the C site.
Yeah, they counter that first blood by finding 2 elsewhere on the map. Devi very disconnected from this right now. Plants coming through. Jing, gotta be careful. He's caught on the way back through. CGRS is going to be under a ton of pressure here, Lauren.
Yeah, but he has to be good for almost 2 in this to even make it doable for Devi.
Does the flash come through from Devi here?
He's got 2. He might as well give him something. There's 1. Tries to swing on it. Doesn't get what he wants. Just the tag. That's not enough. He needed more. And Devi's fallen. CGRS can only do so much. Overwhelmed in the end. Let's
get an advantage versus Fnatic. And immediately they aggress on the other side of the map. They look for the weaker side of this potentially default, or at least the setup here early on. After that, things just spiral out of control for PaperX.
Like over on A, and obviously the entirety of PaperX here too. Jing trying to do some of that early work he's been quite good for, and actually the flash is fantastic. Makes something of it. He desperately tries to. But it's Leo to trade out, and all of that potential starting to dwindle a bit. But look at the damage done. Chronicle down to 1 HP. Leo is tagged up, and maybe a rifle can be recovered. It's a little deep, but they could probably get hold of that. Maybe get 2 into their hands here. There's something to be had in this.
Chronicle's actually burned up the second snakebite as well, so luckily enough, able to get back up on the road. But Fnatic got to be cautious on the reapproach here. Will concede the plant, and actually Leo's going to fall.
Yeah, this is lovely work from PaperX. Yes, the flank's on the way. Alpha, hold on. Why have you given him a chance? He was the monster on their initial debut. Durka's somewhat taken the role here, but...
He's heard Mind Freak reload, potentially.
How close can Boast to get? Yeah, oh, it's a freebie. And now down on 1. Devi, it's all on you. 1 flash to hand, and the spam starts. Alpha spots him. For the time, it doesn't even matter. Fnatic, take it back.
Sets Jing in motion, but I feel like he's got to be good for 2 in that. It's a situation where unless he gets 2 cleanly, and Fnatic can't reset after that initial exchange.
Towards A so far, it looks like for PaperX. Just maybe for the spam to try and deny that jump spot on the corner. Saw it. Being cleared through here. CGRS going through the protocol list, but Fnatic seem well enough prepared to slip back from this. You're going to have Leo and Chronicle being the 2 to face what's on the other side. And there's not much beyond just this standard progress towards A here.
Once again, Fnatic conceding a lot of space. Don't want to give up anything towards this ultimate from CGRS. PaperX will find themselves on site. Wingman will find the plant as well, and actually an aggressive showstopper here from Jing.
So many ults, Mike. They are investing everything to this. Fnatic already sitting pretty deep. There's nothing there. They've completely evaded all of this. Plant finally going to go down, but now the counter utility from Fnatic will be pretty solid. They've got the ult here from Leo, and if they're playing actively on site, they're going to get noted by this. Now, did Jing get pinged on this one? He might get away with a little bit of something here. He's a little bit further ahead than maybe they expected. Still going to go through all of the kit here for Leo. Perfect synergy, allowing Durka to swing. Forsaken denies the follow-up, though. That's fantastic. And now down to a 4v3. Forsaken Dubai. CGRS. Can they hold this one back? Not like that. Alpha keeping very competitive in this. And Fnatic's retakes are looking gorgeous.
The PaperX is just desperate to find a peek from somebody from Fnatic, looking to get this retake started, but 3 members of Fnatic standing.
One down.
I didn't even catch actually what denies the initial plant from the wingman.
Pretty frustrating, right? You think of it in that regard. You're doing what you're meant to be doing, and it's just not really working out. You can't hold on those retakes. And once again, with no challenge across the map, this is standard now, it looks like, for PaperX, trying to head back through spam. Not finding as much as he'd want here. Maybe a little bit of chip towards Forsaken, and that's about it. A little bit more.
Forsaken down to 89, not too much damage done, but PaperX feel as if they will have success towards A once again. This time around, Alpha has the lockdown. No other ultimates available, but minimal utility invested so far from Fnatic. Seems to be the game plan, and it's working so far. We have the opening here, so we've got to be careful with the wallbang onto this ultimate. Yeah, gets picked out
Well.
here.
Nothing's stopping it so far.
Nothing dealt with.
Nope. Yeah, it's still going to tick on through, so they have to fall away from this. Mindfreak was waiting for Alpha, though. Sends the paranoia, not going to find much, but time ticking now. Fnatic need to get a move on. Can they clear these lines? No, not like that. CGRS going to find Dirk and put him down. Jing next to one looking vulnerable here. Now they're starting to clear out the side, but they got to get on the defuse. Time is running low, but can Forsaken and CGRS do anything to deny it? Flies in! Fantastic work. Back on the defuse, though. Boaster holds it down. Barely.
Get the half defuse, and even with some heroics coming through from CGRS to barrel towards the spike. And like I said, this is just a game of utility. Fnatic burn nothing, concede all this space.
Is sounding like a pessimist, unless I don't know if they can overhaul enough here for PaperX to really change much of this outcome. Maybe they can get a couple of rounds off an individual, right? Maybe Jing activates a little bit. Maybe you get, you know, a round
yeah,
here
but
or
he
there.
needs to go nuclear.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, then best the likes of Dirk, who's having a big game. Alpha's done activate too. It's such a hard team to look at and go, okay, well, this is where your win condition is against Fnatic. They're very well rounded as a collective. Looks like PaperX trying to test another option towards B here. Haven't seen them fully start with this intent, so we'll see how that goes for them. Sending out a bit of kit there. That should be Leo confirming that they are indeed on the site. And maybe going to get themselves a block.
Tough to hold on to, though. Another situation where there's quite a lot of utility to come back through. Dirk on the operator, though. Maybe going to slow things down. Actually, PaperX getting a little bit aggressive here. Got to be careful. Alpha's found the first. He gets the second as well.
Yeah, the Wonder Kid looking real good today. Fantastic tournament from him so far. The last two as well, Divide and Forsaken only with Sheriffs. This is the best attempt so far, but it looks like fate will repeat itself. History repeating itself. The defuse is going to be happening, and PaperX can do nothing to deny. Fnatic are going to make it to 8. This has been very clear cut.
Really come down to them.
There we
A
go.
bit of a switch up here.
Oh,
Alpha
dear.
might get caught. Dirk is there to find it, though. Jing removed.
Yeah, and Alpha is sticking around on this. Now the ult's coming his way. He's going to have to handle that, but he's still tucked in the corner. Spots out another pixel and gets away. Paranoia does land, but he's got to safety.
Look at that investment, though. All of that
Just
to find mound control, and they concede the first blood. So what does the mid-round look
Oh,
like
God.
for PaperX?
Well, with Mindfreak going down, not great, I think is
There's
the
your
outcome.
smoke's gone.
Yeah. And now how are you going to force Durker away from this as well?
Well, CGRS is actually tucked into a corner here, and he doesn't have any utility to cross back over.
Nope.
Oh, there you go.
And
Spike
that's a
down.
spike. You're playing perfectly into the hands of Durker here. And Boaster's all too aware. Look at this, look at this.
It's like they're in their comms.
Yeah, 100%.
They know exactly what's going to happen.
Nice attempt for Durker. Try and get that player towards those backlines, play behind the wire. This is the start of it, when basically saving Alpha's life in that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I hate to say it, but there's not much else to really discuss about the rest of this map.
he's in the right place. He's on 17-4. I'm terrified for PaperX, because Durker in good form is already terrifying. Durker in great form is almost unbeatable. So we're going to have to see if he continues this level of performance. Obviously, Alpha in that first series against NRG was impeccable.
Godlike.
Yeah, it was kind of the rollback to like, okay, this is the kid that everyone was terrified about. But PaperX, we're looking to see, can they find something here? Boaster could be actually very vulnerable, yes. Lovely timing coming out from Divide to break that wall. Leaving Boaster in no man's land. And first, really, the... Oh, that doesn't seem fair! It doesn't seem fair!
Spike planted.
The accidental headshot coming through for Chronicle. Bring
here
it
he
to a
comes.
4v4. Another shot of the retake here.
Wonder Kid himself has to get past CGRS. Does so. Easy work for him, making it look so comfortable. And look at this
Look at the
synergy.
utility.
It's perfect. Absolute. Looking above him.
I mean, this is ridiculous. You don't need to give Chronicle those sorts of kills as well, but even here, Jing, the reveal comes through, the boom bots.
Not even close. They're calming the chaos, right? There's no opportunities here for them. Absolutely outplaying them, categorically. And proactive on the other side of the map. The deep prowl is going to come out. It's going to reveal, well, there's no one here. So you can either push up Durker, leave him there if you fancy. Don't even have to really do much behind that because they can't back away now. Cornered into the map. Hello and goodbye, Forsaken, dead in the blink of an eye. Most, yeah, got to get out of there a
Shake
little bit.
hands out here.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, well. Yeah. You've walked into the blender.
This feels... This doesn't feel like an upper game. This really doesn't.
No. Before the watershed, too.
It's just... I mean, somewhere in the world it's late, I'm sure. Right. Well, they've got...
A showstopper.
Yep, but they're on the site. They've got the... I mean, they've done that before. They've gotten the plant down. And it's going to be so much for this. The flash was quite nice, but it kind of denies on the same time. Dirk's going to land. Here's Mind Freak, good for it. But again, the numbers simply...
This is just such a beautiful way to see Fnatic switch things up, honestly.
So Dirk currently sat on 19 kills. I think the sum total of Paper X is barely ahead of him. Stat if you're looking for a competitive game here. But if you're an enjoyer of someone absolutely diffing another team, now this is quite enjoyable. Going to juggle away that operator, get that rifle back into safety as well, make sure that's not vulnerable. Leo, though, might get a little test here. Looks like they might try and explore that option on Boaster, but he's not going to fall for it twice. It's way deeper now.
Door will swing. Nobody comes through on the other side here, but Leo and Dirk are both tucked into tree right now. Forsaken disconnected, Mind Freak set up outside B as well. Look at how much space Alpha is commanding here. The turret dealt with will pull Boaster a little bit further back, and Chronicle also in spawn.
Double ops. We did note that Dirk did have a rifle on the ground as well, so it's not like... If
he was juggling, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like they got everything they need if he does get pressured in a way that he doesn't feel comfortable with, or maybe a retake on B, for example, which is looking like the most likely option. Now, Jin gets away with not being checked on. That gives him a little bit of room to work. First pick is found there towards Dirk, but then Fnatic are so prepared for what Paper X wants. And in a flood, in a blink of an eye, they're all gone. Yes, they've got the spike down, but both players now tucked into the corner. How are you meant to deal with this? Diffuse already going to be started. Nothing to stop him so far. They've got to go walkabouts. Leo's going to find it, as is Alpha. Well, well, well.
Blink and you miss it. 12-0. Again, you talk about form versus NRG, but this year is really a testament to the preparation and Fnatic's ability to completely mitigate anything Paper X can bring. I'm here for it.
Yeah, it was the comeback.
Cool.
I might be lying. I can't even tell you that story. I can't do it. When Dirk is playing like this, I can't do it. Right? It's just like, well, oh.
Have we ever had a 13-0 on the international stage?
I don't think we've cast it. I don't know if we've had one. I'm sure GB or Space or any of the others who are, you know.
I don't think we have. Not
I feel
on the
like we
international
haven't.
stage.
Especially not at this point in the tournament. I feel like, especially
this
not
is
past
upper
playoffs.
semis.
Exactly.
By the way.
That's ridiculous. Like the difference here. Anyway, we'll focus up for this one because this might be a very short half. So. Away we go towards B. The one man standing in their way will be CGRS. Nice little trade work. And take down Chronicle, but will lose out to Dirk. Site now looking ready to go. Anyone going to get a little curious? Boombot sent, but doesn't make much odds here. Dirk is away. And look at this picture. Look at that little crossfire. Actually, they deal with Alpha. That's huge. That opens up an avenue. Oh, Leo's closed it. That's much better from Jin. Going to feel the void, and now it's all on Boaster. Is it going to be 13-0?
The clutch man himself.
Look at the HP, super low. Mind Freak down to 3, Jing down to 23. Oh! Well, the dream is dead, Michael. The comeback is on. Here we go.
How far down the rabbit hole?
We're all mad around here, mate. I'm down for it. You know,
70% defensive win rate.
Big.
I think maybe it's 68, but I gave him the extra 2%.
Yeah, you rounded up. I like that.
Because of the pistol here.
Oh, see, there it is. First step, take down Dirk. Big un. Lovely. Now let's see if they can keep it clean. Flash to follow, Boaster. A little bit of a challenge. Now they're going to push on this one. Okay, he should be dead. How is he alive? There we go. Spike now down. It's all looking rosy. Until Leo does connect one, but a quick trade for Jing, and we're all good here. That spike should never fall back into hand. Paper X, look, 4 standing. Chronicle can't take them all down. They are low HP-ish, apart from one.
Well, 3 of them are 1 hit to a Sheriff, by the way.
Yeah, but Forsaken's still alive, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And look, there we go. He hasn't got a leg to stand on now. Nothing. See, look at this angle. Oh, it's all good.
He's on double digits.
I mean, he's flying. All right. Space taken. They don't want any of it.
Heading towards the site where it's only Forsaken.
It's okay. It's okay. Here we go. Site takes off. Clear. Okay, clearing all that util. Forsaken's in a lot of trouble. He needs to back away. Yeah, okay. Site is Fnatic's. Actually, they want to try and take this back early. PaperX, they're going to try and play into this, but Chronicles will be waiting, and as is Durka, Trade's going to come out, Divide does well. Now we look at the follow-ups, the damage is being done, this is great! Jing's there! And now it's all Alpha, 1v3. Wonder Kid himself, what can he do? There's a flash. Doesn't get away from
Sheriffs, maybe.
Showstopper
Showstopper burnt up, but no other ultimates available for PaperX right now.
One enemy remaining.
we have the stats man coming. Thank you very much, Space. That's our stats man coming in hot with that one. For now, though, you can see the buy coming out. Stingers, bits and pieces. But every round is incredibly dangerous for PaperX in a very real way. One rifle recovered. Oh, that paint shell very fortunately placed for Jing there. Actually going to catch Alpha Bri. Any chance to close that gap, but the plant is in. So pressure now comes back on. Wokinoian, PaperX doing very well here. Durka, the only one to deal some damage. That's a rifle found. And he does take one more down with him, but the defuse is there.
Not here to greet it, but how deep do PaperX force the issue here?
And the quick response looks like it's from Durka anyway, and Fnatic taking that B site. Instantly to work, Chronicles isolated one very early on. Jing with a fantastic response! Claiming two, cutting them off at the knees on the way in towards that B site. Fnatic left down to Leo and Boaster. That heal towards Jing, he's been a superstar for him so far. Boaster gonna find one Jing on the trade. And now a 1v3. Boaster, this is a tall task for him. See if he can get that divide going though. That'd be very nice for him if he can even get that coming through here. That spike is not where he'd like it. That's a horrible amount of players to work.
Look at the setup on X-Ray as well.
Even just the high-low from Mindfreak
I
and
mean,
Jing's enough, yeah.
so deep in the pit as well.
Yeah. Good luck. Not gonna happen. Jing, they've almost got that snowball round, right?
Yeah. 3 away, basically, from having a full house.
Heroics from Jing here. Wow.
Yeah, wait, what?
That was 1 HP was left on there as well.
Well, I was just looking at the scoreboard. I thought you meant that. He's up to
10
20.
to
It's not
1.
a snowball. They haven't got all 5 ults, so... Unless Alpha.
Unless Alpha.
Unless Alpha.
12 to 5. Here we go. It could be the snowball round for sure. There's plenty of ults to be played with, and almost all of them high-impact ones as well.
Divide on the operator as well. I was going to say, he's got a deeper angle than Forsaken. We'll actually... So the Trailblazer out here. Boaster to deal with it, so presence noted. Look at the switch up here at the B side hold from PaperX. Fnatic felt a little bit of freedom towards that previously in a couple of the openers. Mindfreak is fairly committed here. I'm curious of the range of his TP to retreat from this if Fnatic do actually swing out.
He's got 10 more seconds till his next smoke's back in hand, but Fnatic are actually shifting away from this. Going to invest the ult to try and maybe just clear, just try and find a little bit of that information. Fnatic are really keeping their cards close to their chest. Now, temptation for Alpha maybe to try and swing on that, but it's not going to be. Smoke going to go towards B, but you can see the goal here for Fnatic is that C-side, or at least the look of it.
2
but
kill
they're
trips
faking.
on the site, yeah. 2 kill trips on the site. Forsaken has the Odin, Divide has the operator.
So it's all about connector, it's all about that A-link. Divide's going to go up, and the 2 players from PaperX need to try and do the damage from here. The paranoia is very good, but the cross going to happen regardless. Showstopper popped. Durka trying to close that gap, held back 10 seconds now on the plant. You're going to have the Viper Spit as well, just to really add insult to injury. What are you meant to do with this one? Plant going to come in. CGRS is... Oh, that was huge! One attempt! Doesn't get what he wants. Leo going to deny him. But the spike is in. Time's on their side now. It's going to get messy. Durka tries to play his life. Trade comes out. 3v3 now. Still on the site, though. Chronicles surrounded. Looking a little bit worried here. Chip down to 47. Dips away. And you can see Jing trying to close that gap. Trying to get closer. Left down on 1 HP. Chronicle holds the ground. Good trade as well. Alpha keeping this very firmly in hand. And Mindfreak with so much to do. So many players to find. And so little time to do it.
Snakebite on it.
Yeah, that's time. Oh my word, he's desperate to try and make something of this. But he's running low on those seconds, those precious couple of seconds. The spray from Leo, he's got him dead. The snowball round.